I remember the plate number of the station wagon, and I also remember their faces. Without a doubt, this is one of the station wagons that have been following me. Yeah, so again, I'm just gonna assume, like, this will slowly transition to, like, a dark red. So far, I've confirmed that 3 or 4 cars have been following me. I especially remember this white station wagon because it followed me around the longest of all. The people who were in the other cars must be the watchers, and the ones in the station wagon must be tasked with direct contact, like kidnapping or assassination. Yeah, she's fucking lost it. The watchers secure the surroundings, and the ones in the station wagon attack the target. That's a common maneuver of kidnapping and assassination. The scrapbook said that too. If so, I'd better watch out because it was they, not the watchers, who came onto the school premise. I don't think they'll attack me while I'm in school. They're in the early stage of their covert operation now, hiding their fangs and claws until the last stage of their horrifying scheme. That's why they won't take action in the school, where people are watching. But it looked like they were talking with Chie-sensei in a very friendly way. I could only hear a few parts of their conversation, but it sounded very suspicious. I tried to remember the chatter and the movements of their mouths, and I played the video of my memory in my mind. Okay, I like what they're doing. I like what he's doing here. He's showing, unlike in the first chapter where it only showed Keiichi's point of view, this one's showing two, of one that's going really paranoid and crazy and the other just normal. Interesting. So I wonder how much Keiichi was just like fabricating in his mind about what was going on. And like saying like, you know, all this like internal stuff that's going on in him. Were people really actually following him through the woods or whatever? Who knows? Hello. Oh, thank you for coming. It's very hot today, isn't it? It sure is. You, ha ha ha. Today, ha ha ha. Thank you. Well, you can start whenever you're ready. Yeah, we'll start right away. My account manager told me to give this to you. And I see, is left blank on. Well, there shouldn't be any problem. Thank you so much. Alright. I use this information to guess what's going on. I played the video again and again in my mind. I also pause it and play it in slow motion to check many things. Then something unbelievably horrifying starts to emerge. There's no doubt they're acquainted with Chie. Well, I've never seen them visit the school before, so it's hard to believe that Chie is their contact. There's no doubt that they're the death squad, directly controlled by the Sonozaki family. Oh my god, she is insane. Wow. They have the accent of this region. That means they're from the Sonozaki Corps, the chosen ones from the death squad. The death squad is talking with Chie. They know each other. What's their relationship? Who's Chie anyway? During the dam conflict, the Hinamizawa school was closed and merged with the Okuniya school. But the Onogafuji Guardians didn't accept it, and they made a part of the forest service into a school. But needless to say, the school they made didn't have a teacher. So it was supposed to be a token resident. But a teacher who had a strong passion for education felt sorry for the children, and she came to work there. That was Chie Rumiko. It was obviously strange. Teachers are government employees and they belong to their prefectures. As long as they lay low and don't cause trouble, they don't get fired, and they don't get demoted. They can work up until the official retirement age, and they're guaranteed to get a fixed retirement fund. She was one of those government employees, but she defied the education board and came to work for Hinamizawa. The villagers admire her as a teacher of passion. I heard that Sonozaki Oryu herself successfully negotiated with the education board that suspended Chie for defying their orders. It's easy to get an answer from this by connecting the dots. Chie was recruited by Sonozaki Oryu as a teacher to work at the school the Onogafuji Guardians made of. Jesus Christ. In the mind of a crazy, paranoid person. That means she was already working for Ori before she came to this school. As for the principal, he was the principal of school in Hinamizawa from the beginning. He's a respected person of this region, and he's been closely associated with the three families for a long time. So that means he's been recruited as well. This school has been under the control of the Sonozaki family all along. That's why Chie is acquainted with the death squad. It makes sense now. Chie confirmed that I came to school today, made a phone call and called them here. Oh my good god. I don't want to know why she called them here. If she called them just to monitor me, they'd wait near the gate until school was over. But they came onto the school premises. Why? Stop pretending to be a fool, Ryugu-rena. This is all in your fucking head. Jesus Christ. I would hope I'd never get this paranoid. Holy shit. Well, I mean, immediately. I wouldn't, because once it gets to the point of me doubting me, I'll be like, nope. Hold on here. Back it up. Something's not right here. Do you think nothing will happen if you pretend not to notice it? Think hard, and calm down, Ryugu-rena. What will they do to me? Oh, good God. What will they try to do to me today in school? How are they going to do anything with my classmates and friends around? It's easy. Chie will tell me to come to the teacher's office during the last class of the day. What about my clubmates? That's easy too. Chie can easily make them go home early by using her authority as a teacher. She can make up any reason she wants. Maybe the classroom is going to have carpentry work today, so they can't stay in school. It sure is, and you today. Nah, ha, ha. Thank you. Well, you can start whenever you're ready. See, there's no doubt. They clearly said they're ready to do it today. And what else? Yes, we'll start right away. My account manager told me to give this to you. The fucking invoice. The quote and invoice. I see. It's left blank on... Well, there shouldn't be any problem. Thank you so much. I see. They gave Chie an envelope with some documents in it. Blank sounds very creepy. What's my name supposed to be in the blank? Why was it left blank? What does that mean? Good God. She's really fucking paranoid. Good God. She needs to just fucking calm down. Take a breath. Holy shit. I told you, Ryugu-rena. Do you still think that nothing will happen if you pretend not to notice it? Stop it. This is what it means. It must be an order from high up. It says to make Ryugu-rena blank. Oh my good God. I take a peek from the shadows and I see the principal taking documents out from the envelope. He starts reading them. He looks stern. He looks very serious. I wish I could take a peek at the documents, but I'm too far away. I keep looking at him just to see if there's any reaction, but then the envelope catches my eye. The envelope says Okonogi Gardeners, and it has some numbers that look like a phone number. Fortunately, I have good eyesight. I memorized the number. If they're a death squad, the gardening must be their camouflage occupation. The company probably doesn't even exist. I want to find out. I look for a phone. There's only one phone, and it's in the teacher's office. Fortunately, the teachers are chatting in the hallway, looking at the gardeners. It's now or never. I make sure nobody's watching me, go into the teacher's office, and I rush in and grab the phone on the principal's desk. I go over the phone number in my head and dial it up. I'm glad this is a touch-tone telephone. It would have been difficult if it was a dial phone. If somebody answers, all I have to say is this the Okonogi Gardeners? I'll wait for the answer before I hang up. It should be easy. It rings. The number you dialed is... I feel a cold chill run through my body from the bottom of my feet. Wait, don't make a quick judgment. I might have remembered the number wrong. No, I know I remembered it right. You probably remembered it wrong. It was an easy number to remember. It's impossible to remember it wrong. Then did I dial it wrong? I put the phone down and start over. This time I dialed the number slowly. The teachers might come back any time soon. It's hard to do anything slowly in a situation like this. But I need to find out for certain now. The number you dialed is currently unavailable. It's the same. There's no doubt. The company Okanogi Gardeners doesn't exist. It's just a camouflage occupation for the death squad of the Sonozaki family. Oh my god. Please make sure the number you dialed is correct. The number you dialed is... I'm too stunned to put down the receiver. The announcement keeps running over and over again. The voice is cold and creepy. I hang up the phone and I rush out of the teacher's office. I run to the bathroom and hold my head in an attempt to calm down. Calm down, Rena. Calm down, Ryugu Rena. Stay cool. Ryugu Rena. I'm not safe here anymore. If I stay here, I might be erased in the open. They'll erase me? Why? They aren't certain that I had the scrapbooks. I told Keiichi where I hid the scrapbooks. Yesterday I told him I hid him in my hideout in the trash piles. Is Keiichi in cahoots with the Sonozaki family? Oh my god, she's gonna see him talking to Mion and think that he's involved. Or he's gonna see her laughing with Mion and joking around. Oh my god, she is. Yeah. Put her in a little drawer, close the drawer. I feel as if my head is in a pot that's cooking a suspicious stew. Right now there's only soup in it. I cut clues, information, and facts just like I cut vegetables, and I throw them into the pot. Some of them are floating on the surface and others are on the bottom of the pot. They're being cooked in a boiling soup. No, it can't be. Keiichi's on my side. He's the only one who's on my side. He held out his hand to me at the trash piles. There was no lie in his hand. When he grabbed my wrist, I felt nothing but his strong and pure heart. He promised me he'd be on my side. I shouldn't doubt Keiichi. He's the only one who I should trust. He's the only one who is on my side right now. I'm sorry, Keiichi. I was about to doubt you. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. I say it out loud on purpose, and I regret that I doubted Keiichi, the only one who was on my side. No, if I started freaking out, I would immediately turn to Mion and tell her, fix me already. Jesus Christ, I'm going fucking insane. Please help me. Jesus Christ. Tell me it's gonna be alright. That's the only person I would trust in this situation. I would immediately turn to Mion. Because I know I could trust her. Now that I think about it, whenever I have the scrapbooks or not, whether I have the scrapbooks or not, it might not matter to them. Erase anyone who is suspicious. That's the safest way for them. Does that mean they're in a hurry? The day of Oyashiro-sama's revival might be just around the corner. And that's why they're trying to get rid of any small fish bones that are stuck in the throat by any means before it's too late. Yeah, you're gone. You're just gone. We don't need her anymore. Just erase her if you're worried so much. I can easily picture Sonozaki Oryu saying that. You think? No, she did say it. That's why they're here today. What should I do? Should I wait until school is over? I'm like a fish in a pond. No matter how many times I escape from the net, I'm in the pond. And they own the pond. I don't stand a chance. Then what should I do now? I can't keep escaping from the net. I should get out of the pond. I don't know how to fight them. I don't know who's on my side. I'm about to give in to despair. For now, I have to think about how to survive this. So I will at least have time to think about how to fight against them. I have to get out of this pond. When I'm about to leave the bathroom, one of my classmates comes in. I pretend to be sick and I talk to the girl, leaning on the wall. I don't feel well. I think I better go home. Can you tell Chie I left school early? I shouldn't let Chie know that I'm leaving school early if I'm trying to run away from them. But if I don't, they might think I ran away without a cause. That might lead them to chase after me without mercy. If that happens, I don't stand a chance. They're planning to capture me after school. School is over. But I happen to feel sick and leave school early. If they took it that way, they wouldn't think about it that I noticed their encircling operation. I'm about to go back to the classroom to get my bag, but I change my mind and turn around. I don't need my bag anymore. I realize nobody is watching me, so I stop pretending to be sick and start running. Keiichi looks out. What the fuck is wrong with her? Chie, take a look at this. Is something wrong with the documents? Yeah. The date on the quote and the invoice are left blank. They're supposed to put today's date here. Oh, they wanted to leave them blank. They said they couldn't put the same date on the quote and the invoice. They're told to leave them blank by the miscellaneous division. Okay. Then, and this. The phone number on the invoice is different from the one on the envelope. Oh my god. Oh my god. Really? Do you know which one is the correct one? Oh, I didn't notice that. Hello, excuse me. Yeah? What's the matter? The phone number on the invoice is different from the one on the envelope. Which one is the correct one? Oh! The one on the invoice is the correct one. I used the old envelope we used to use at the former office. I'm sorry about that. I told the part-timer to add a stamp on the new phone number, but I guess she forgot. I apologize for the confusion. Can you just erase the number? Oh my god. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. I figured she just remembered it wrong. Oh my god. That's awesome. That's awesome. She's batshit insane. Take out list 3. Let's talk about paranoia. The danger of a culture-bound syndrome lies in the fact that it can easily trigger delusional misidentification syndromes. Yep. Or what most hypochondriacs have. Oh my god, I have this serious disease. No, you don't. You just have a common cold. No, I have the serious disease. That is to say, in the current case, every time the patient sees something trivial, she tries to interpret it as a curse. And it's believed that as a result of the accumulation of these events in an understandable form, a delusional system is created, ultimately leading to paranoia, which is what she's going through. Because she saw the van more than once, that was lost. So, since it was probably lost, it kept taking different side streets and she happened to be on them. So she misidentified it as following her. The phone number being wrong. Her not hearing the cut tire situation and conversation, it leads to her paranoia. Furthermore, the patient is alone exhibiting slight signs of a personality disorder. Of course, it's at a very slight level, and it's not causing any hindrance whatsoever to the patient's daily life. It's common for even healthy individuals to have a primary delusion in their daily lives, and they usually ignore it automatically without recognition since their delusions are nonsensical. However, there are cases where these events accumulate despite being incomprehensible. This largely depends on the natural characteristics of the individual, and it's believed that the patient shows relatively strong characteristics in this area. I believe you're very much aware that primary delusions are categorized into 3 different kinds. Delusional mood is the feeling of impending crisis without basis. Delusional intuition is the feeling of a sense of duty or goal without basis. Delusional preconception is the feeling of a baseless cause against a baseless target. In the patient's case, it's believed that these incomprehensible delusions accumulated, acted out simultaneously with the culture-bound syndrome, which triggered delusional misidentification syndromes, and it ultimately caused the incomprehensible delusions to become understandable by interpreting them as a curse. The comprehensible delusion system indicates understandable secondary delusions, further strengthening the patient's delusional system with the passage of time. The delusional parasitosis mentioned earlier can be considered a secondary delusion. A common point in all paranoia patients is that even after an outbreak, they still appear perfectly normal, with no change in their personalities. The patients are unaware of their own ailments, and due to their personal interpretation of the delusional system, there are many cases where patients arm themselves logically, making it extremely difficult for a third party to point out they're having a delusion. Okay, so my prediction is going to be Keiichi's going to try to convince her that, no, calm down. It's all in your head. It's all bullshit. Then she's going to, push it away and not even recognize it at all. I guarantee that's what's going to happen. Furthermore, although it may depend on the tendency of the delusions, there are also cases where a persecutory delusion turns into a pursuit delusion, or conspiracy delusion. It results in causing the patient to create an imaginary enemy and take up antisocial behavior, which is exactly what Rena's doing. She's become extremely antisocial by leaving school, because she believes that the people doing gardening are against her, that are trying to take her out and kill her. Which of course is absolutely ridiculous to even consider that is what they're actually trying to do to her. For example, there are cases where believers of a religious cult were deeply influenced by the cult founders' paranoid visions, which shifted the group into a conspiracy delusion, and it made them conduct antisocial behavior in the name of self-defense. Although no such cases have been reported in Japan yet, it could well happen in the near future, which it just did. Fortunately, the patient hasn't reached that serious condition as of now. I don't know who this case study is of, but it fits Rena to a T, what she's going through. With proper treatment, she should be able to make a full recovery. Please make sure that her father also understands that this is not an unusual case, but something caused by the accumulation of a number of innocent factors that anyone could have. The patient can be treated only by deepening her bond with her father. As long as she has her bond with her father, she can certainly be treated. So, this might be Rena, but it could be before. Before they're moved back to Hinamizawa. I think that's what it is. So she's just repeating her behavior again because I can only assume she's off her medication and needs to get treatment. For the reasons above, if the patient is to return to her home village, I strongly recommend that the patient continue to receive guidance from specialized medical institutions. I don't believe she is, and I think that's what's going on. Please excuse me for writing such a long letter. Thank you for reading this until the very end. You're welcome, sir. So it's all... okay. So yeah, it was towards Rena. But she is really, not adhering to what she needs to. Interesting. They're mowing the grass near the fence, and it looks like they're monitoring the surroundings in case I try to get out of the school. Or, they could just be looking around like normal people. But they must be thinking that would happen only after school is over. They seem to have no idea that I already noticed their plane and that I'm trying to run away right at this moment. I can't use the front gate, they'll find me. I move behind the school building and make sure nobody is around the curry garden, run through the garden and dash into the forest. I walk through the dense forest, stepping on dead wood and climbing over fallen trees. After walking through the forest for a while, I come to a small road. I know many back roads of this village because of the club activity. That knowledge finally becomes useful. So what should I do now? I'm sure the girl already passed on my message to Chie. Those men must be going crazy by now, knowing that I ran away. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Keiichi's like, I wonder where Rena went. Did anyone else talk to Ryugu before she left school? Everybody in class looks at each other and shakes their head. Chie looks a bit upset because Rena left school early without telling her in person. Rena has been feeling sick these days. Me. She left her bag here. What happened to her? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, god damn it, Keiichi, shut up. What? I think I know what's going on. I'm not sure, but I have a very bad feeling about this. I think she took another ridiculous story seriously or something. I hope she won't do anything crazy. Too late. I hurry home. My father might be at his new work, or might have been gone shopping. He isn't home. Now that they're on the move, I'm no longer safe in my house. They're very dangerous people. They're trained to be capable of attacking the Ministry of Construction, and they actually pulled off the kidnapping of the grandson of the ministry. Locked doors and windows don't mean anything to them. In fact, I'd be hiding in a box, which they could easily open to get to me. I realize I can no longer stay at my house. It's very sad and frustrating. I killed Rina and Tefe. I finally regained the peaceful life with my father. How could this happen to me? I remember what Keiichi told me before. It expresses my feelings better than anything. Takano left a big souvenir. Why did she give me the horrifying scrapbooks? Why did she tell me the secret of the crazy conspiracy? She got me into this. I didn't do anything. It's all Mio's fault. But who was interested in her stories? Who let her continue talking? I did. I did that out of curiosity. Who let the memory of Ibaraki come back and told Mio about it? I did. I depended on Mio, hoping that she could somehow save me from the memory I'd been trying to forget. I shouldn't have brought the memory about the weird incident back. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gotten involved in this crazy conspiracy. I could have done the club activity with my friends today. But even if I didn't know about the conspiracy, I'd still continue behind the scenes. It'd still continue. I would have been on one of Crowd A, the mob that runs in panic, not knowing what's going on the day of Oyashiro-sama's revival. I would have been just swallowed up by the conspiracy. Would I be happier if I faced that day without knowing? Would I be happier if I struggled, knowing about it before ending up being swallowed by it? If I'm going to have the same ending no matter what I choose to do, I'll fight. I'll choose to fight. Because that's how I seized my happiness before. When Rina invaded my house using my father, I felt like it was the end of the world. I lived on the verge of despair every day.